Magnetic marketing, how to attract a flood of new customers that pay, stay, and refer. Dan S. Kennedy with the Magnetic Marketing Team, Forbes Books. Magnetic marketing is a radical, dramatically different sea change in the way new customers, clients, patients, or prospects are attracted, and in the way products, services, businesses, and practices are advertised. It is a change movement that has established itself over 136 different niches, business categories, industries, and professions, but it is still also a best-kept secret. Its practitioners are in a secret society. It, and only it, offers real protection from commoditization, Amazonization, price and profit destruction. It is soundly based on well-proven strategies dating from the turn of the century to the present. No academic theories, no vague ideas, no fads, no bullshit. The makings of a system for your business's sustainability and growth you can rely on. It is introduced to you in this important and timely book. You have made a wise decision obtaining it and listening to it. Bolt the door, put away the device, and dig in. Magneticmarketing.com, ISBN 9781-946633-743, Forbes Books. Magnetic marketing reveals a proven, more productive approach to growing any kind of business, serving any kind of market. With magnetic marketing, you can stop chasing after leads and customers and sales and instead attract them irresistibly to you like moths to a flame. You'll discover how to create focused, targeted marketing that delivers the exact customers you want through a carefully engineered lead attraction, conversion, and retention system. The strategies revealed inside this book work together to attract customers, patients, and clients in abundance, creating a sustainable and highly profitable business. If you're tired of working harder and harder but seeing less and less when it comes to bottom line results, learning how to magnetically market your business is the most important skill a business owner or entrepreneur must master. More important than operations, product development, accounting, etc., anything. Magnetic marketing gives your business exactly what it needs to finally experience true freedom, stability, and prosperity. Dan Kennedy, the principal author, creator of Magnetic Marketing. Dan Kennedy is a celebrated direct marketing and direct response advertising strategic advisor to countless companies grown from the ground up to tens of millions and even over $1 billion. But his passion is for the Main Street small business owner, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker, the solo practitioner, those he deems the unsung heroes of the economy. He's a multimillionaire, serial entrepreneur himself, an author of more than 20 popular business books, and a sought-after speaker whose career has included 9 years on the #1 seminar tour in America with audiences from 15,000 and up, repeatedly sharing those stages and others with celebrity entrepreneurs like Debbie Fields, Mrs. Fields Cookies, Ben & Jerry's, Donald Trump, and Gene Simmons, Kiss, former U.S. presidents including Ronald Reagan, and top business speakers Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, and Tom Hopkins. Magnetic marketing. Magnetic marketing. How to attract a flood of new customers that pay, stay, and refer. Dan S. Kennedy with the Magnetic Marketing Team, Forbes Books. Copyright 2018 by Dan S. Kennedy. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be used or reproduced in any manner whatsoever without prior written consent of the author, except as provided by the United States of America copyright law. Published by Forbes Books, Charleston, South Carolina, member of Advantage Media Group. Now, we're reading this book for educational purposes, and it's going to make other people buy the book, so they're going to benefit from it. I don't ask for any money. All my help is free. Forbes Books is a registered trademark, and the Forbes Books colophon is a trademark of Forbes Media, LLC, Limited Liability Corporation. Printed in the United States of America, ISBN, LCCN. This publication is designed to provide accurate and authoritative information in regard on the subject matter covered. It is sold with the understanding that the publisher is not engaged in rendering legal, accounting, or other professional services. If legal advice or other expert assistance is required, the services of a competent professional person should be sought. Advantage Media Group is proud to be a part of the Tree Natural program. The Tree Natural offsets the number of trees consumed in the production and printing of this book by taking proactive steps such as planting trees in direct proportion to the number of trees used to print books. To learn more about Tree Neutral, it's called Tree Neutral, please visit treeneutral.com. Since 1917, the Forbes mission has remained constant: global champions of entrepreneurial capitalism. Forbes Books exists to further that aim by bringing the stories, passion, and knowledge of top thought leaders to the forefront. Forbes Books brings you the best in business. To be considered for publication, please visit forbesbooks.com. Download the audiobook and Magnetic Marketing Toolkit for free. Read this first. Just to say thanks for reading my book, I would like to give you the audio book version plus the accompanying toolkit absolutely free. Go to themagneticmarketingbook.com to register your book. Table of contents. Introduction. 8. Learn the secrets of the most successful business owners who have created a flood of new customers, clients, or patients. Foundations of Magnetic Marketing. Chapter 1, 12. What if everything you've ever been told about growing a business was wrong? Chapter 2, 26. Why marketing fails. Chapter 3, 42. What happens when you attract instead of chase? Chapter 4, 52. What this actually looks like. Principles of Magnetic Marketing. Chapter 5, 74. The Magnetic Marketing Triangle. Chapter 6, 94. The 10 Foundational Rules. Building your magnetic marketing system. Chapter 7, 112, your magnetic attraction system. Chapter 8, 124, your magnetic conversion system. Chapter 9, 136, your magnetic retention system. Chapter 10, 148, applying the magnetic marketing systems. About the author, 163, other books by Dan S. Kennedy, 165. Introduction. Learn the secrets of the most successful business owners who have created a flood of new customers, clients, or patients. You have finally found it. The one place created for entrepreneurs and business owners by entrepreneurs and business owners seeking to finally answer the common nagging question: why am I working harder and not seeing more money? All business owners, regardless of their current success or lack of success, are stuck. Either you are growing or you're dying. There is no middle ground, which leaves you with great opportunity. You have worked hard, created a good business with a steady revenue, a somewhat reliable customer base, and profit margins that at least kept you above water. Yet you feel like the proverbial hamster on the wheel. You keep running faster and faster, and yet you can't seem to break that cycle. Every day feels like a struggle just to keep your head above water. You're wondering what happened to that dream of owning a business, a dream where you didn't have to worry about money. where you could take an afternoon off carefree to watch your child's school play. What happened to that dream? You've tried marketing, you've spent serious money on ads that didn't work, direct mail that underdelivered, pay-per-click advertising that has drained your bank account dry, and probably a host of other approaches, none of which have delivered the results promised or expected. Like most business owners, you sometimes feel confused and overwhelmed, getting hammered on all sides with advisors, saying do one thing or another after another, and feeling like you have to press harder to do more and more just to get the same results or less. I'm here to help you, to mute all that noise and provide you with a set of principles, not tactics, and the resources to magnetically attract clients who are ready, willing, and able to move forward with you. And by resources, I mean my duplicatable machine for not only attracting clients, but converting clients and multiplying one client into two. Marketing is an ever-changing world, as new media seems to pop up every day. But if you learn the principles that allow you to magnetically attract clients, you can make any media at any time work. When you develop a system that feeds you new clients on a daily basis, you will never feel the anxiety of wondering when or where your next client will come from. In fact, you can finally take a vacation without checking your phone every hour. If you're at least open to the notion that maybe, just maybe, there's a better way forward than the one you've traveled thus far, and if you're reading this now with an open mind, willing to cautiously believe in that possibility, then this book is for you. Why I wrote this book. I'm here to offer a radical and challenging idea that just about everything you think you know you have been conditioned to believe about growing your business is wrong. I'm here to mute the noise and guide you to clarity about a relatively short list of fundamental principles and strategies that can prevent you from being lost in the dense forest of media demanding your attention, time, and money. If you get it, you'll smack yourself in the head for not seeing it all sooner on your own. You'll be in awe of how much sense it makes. You'll never look at an ad, sales letter, or website the same again. Traditional advertising and marketing will be ruined for you. But let me warn you, when you do get it, you'll also be criticized by employees, argued with by everyone, and ridiculed by even family and friends. You will need your results and a steel spine to stay strong. The outstanding results you'll see when shifting from ordinary marketing to response-driven marketing will convince you. You will need courage and discipline to stay your new course. I promise you that being a fool or misguided renegade and having millions of dollars trumps being thought of as normal and correct and proper and barely making a living. Where did these ideas originate? The ideas began with a discovery, or more accurately, a series of discoveries that could well form the most important realization you will ever arrive at as a business person. It's disappointing and frustrating at first, but empowering if embraced and acted upon. I discovered you can have the most wonderful product or greatest service ever invented and still starve. You can be a spectacular salesperson and still starve. You can have a positive attitude that Norman Vincent Peale would envy and be as motivated as a participant at a Tony Robbins seminar and still starve. You can be a master closer, closing sales at will, left and right, and still starve. You can provide great value, great service, great expertise, and still starve. Your business can literally be a paragon of virtues, with the world seemingly singing your praises 24/7. And even as you bask in their applause, you can still starve. The realization you must come to is this. You could very well starve, you won't get rich, and you certainly won't have peace of mind, unless and until you have an affordable, efficient, dependable means of attracting a sufficient flow of qualified leads and buyers. Most business owners sort of know this, but they still focus on everything but the one thing that will make all the difference in the world to their success: marketing. All the frustrations and internal business problems you're experiencing with your business today are because you don't have a good marketing system. Many businesses have good products, good services, all that and more, but they fail because they can't give themselves enough sales opportunities. To paraphrase Thoreau, most business owners lead lives of desperation because they don't know how to create a steady and sufficient supply of qualified customers. It's time for a different vision. I've been teaching these principles in various forms since the mid-1970s. Due to the dire economic conditions at that time, I referred to them as the Small Business Emergency Survival Kit. They have gradually grown into the system I call magnetic marketing today. which has quickly spread throughout the United States and all over the world. The principles of this book have been tested over and over again, not just by myself, but by entrepreneurs and business owners of all shapes, sizes, locations, and industries. Today, we have students in 167 different countries using these principles to create a steady flow of new customers, clients, or patients in their businesses. They use these strategies to scale, grow, and differentiate their businesses, to rise above price competition, and to quickly demand and receive top dollar for their services. As you read through this book, you may feel as if you've heard pieces of this before. I hope you have. I've been sharing these principles since the 1970s. Hundreds of thousands heard my message when I was on the Success Tour, have purchased my training programs, have participated in my coaching groups, or have been private clients. Thanks to magnetic marketing, no bullshit inner circle, this message, these principles, and their influence continue to grow. There are many out there teaching these ideas. Some give me credit, some don't. Today, you are hearing the entire story, straight from the horse's mouth. Today, I'm here to give you the entire vision plus the architecture that will allow you to make this vision a reality. The vision of being a prosperous owner of a real business, not of random or episodic income events, not of endless need for the next promotion, not of frequent worry where the next sale might come from. The vision of certainty and security and stability, of a continuous and steady inflow of desired customers, clients, patients, subscribers, or members. Even of creating equity and wealth, not just day-to-day income. The vision based on two specific promises I'll make concerning what you'll discover as you go through this book. One, I promise to take you beyond just another trick or two that might increase conversion on a website temporarily, or that everybody's excited about momentarily, and instead show you a system for marketing that you can quickly begin using to make significantly more money across all your communication channels and media choices. Two, I will, in this book, reveal the powerful proven secrets to attracting opportunity, customers and clients in abundance, and creating sustainable businesses. You'll realize what you must build for yourself to create true freedom, stability, and scalability in your business. You do not need any special background, education, or skills to use this, other than commitment to use it. You can apply it to any kind of business serving any kind of market. I have students using what I'll share here with businesses in health, retail, fitness, finance, coaching, trades, you name it. You'll meet people later who'll demonstrate exactly how this system worked for them. For now, know that you can turbocharge your ability to magnetically attract and achieve with what you'll discover on the following pages. Let's begin. P.S. You do not need to read this entire book before also taking some next steps to connect with me and with Magnetic Marketing / No Bullshit Inner Circle. Feel free to take advantage of the invitations on the next page now. Visit us online to access these valuable resources. Register your book to receive a free audio book download plus our Magnetic Marketing Toolkit, which contains valuable downloads and worksheets to help you create your own magnetic marketing system in your business. TheMagneticMarketingBook.com. Test your magnetic marketing status. Curious about where you are on the magnetic marketing spectrum? Most business owners are marketing, but few are magnetically attracting customers, clients, or patients with a fail-proof system. Take the Magnetic Marketing Quiz to find out at magneticmarketing.com/assessment. The Magnetic Marketing System and Toolkit, first released 25 years ago. My Magnetic Marketing System and Toolkit has been the best-selling training for business owners and entrepreneurs who are interested in magnetically attracting customers, clients, or patients. Invest in the system at magneticmarketing.com/products. Listen to the Magnetic Marketing Podcast. Each week, we bring on new guests who are implementing magnetic marketing in their businesses. Learn from the best as they share what's working, what's not working, what they've learned, and what is fueling their business today. magneticmarketing.com/podcast. Foundations of Magnetic Marketing. Chapter 1. What if everything you've ever been told about growing a business, it was wrong? I'm sorry to tell you that you've been lied to for a very long time. Note that I didn't use softer words like misled, misinformed, offered less than optimal advice. Nope. I laid it out straight and plain. You've been lied to. It's critical to your success that I open your eyes to this fact, and I hope you're interested in the blunt, unvarnished truth about what entrepreneurs and business owners actually do to create top income, wealth, independence, and sustainability. Frankly, not everyone is ready for such a conversation. Many prefer excuses to achievement. Others prefer fantasy to reality. What I'm about to teach you will radically alter how you acquire customers, clients, and patients, and boost your sales and profits. I have a track record of 45 plus years creating multimillionaires and seven-figure income earners. I am a made-from-scratch multimillionaire serial entrepreneur, and I'm doing real work in the trenches right now, working with real clients and solving real issues. In fact, in one recent year alone, the combined revenues of my small cadre of private clients exceeded $1 billion, and every marketing plan I've ever devised for any client, and they now number in the hundreds and hundreds, commanding fees exceeding $100,000 plus royalties, has been based on the system I'm going to reveal to you in this book. This book is for entrepreneurs, business owners, professional services practices, coaches, and consultants. It pulls back the curtain on real-world strategies I've revealed to the thousands of entrepreneurs just like you who have subscribed to my no bullshit marketing letter and use my systems to transform ordinary businesses into extraordinary money machines that far outperform their industry norms, peers, competitors, and the wildest imagination of the owners. How do they do it? By making the strategic switch from traditional advertising to a response-driven advertising strategy we call magnetic marketing. Magnetic marketing was created to help entrepreneurs and business owners with no marketing knowledge or expertise and empower them to create compelling marketing on their own without hiring outside help. Magnetic marketing has impacted thousands of businesses, professions, industries, product and service categories, literally changing the way their customers are obtained. Indeed, today, they form what could be well called a secret society of people who have figured it out. Its roots go back decades, if not centuries. Its core foundational principle is that every advertisement, promotion, email, flyer, TV commercial, etc., focuses all energy on identifying exactly who you want to be your customer, client, or patient and getting them to respond in a specific way, not wasting any effort on branding, image, humor, style, or anything else. This is the kind of marketing we'll discuss in this book. Marketing designed to magnetically attract in a specific, repeatable, measurable way. And this is the only model of marketing that you as an entrepreneur and business owner should model and use. When you embrace this, you become part of a movement that I started over 2 decades ago and that's now carried on by the company I founded 38 years ago, Magnetic Marketing, no bullshit inner circle, which continues to provide powerful marketing and business growth strategies to maximize the success of entrepreneurs and business owners all over the world. A rare feat considering how many companies have come and gone over that period of time. Let's dispel the myths. Personally, early on, I went through a painful phase of thinking where I believed that I should be successful by my willingness to work hard and by offering products and services that were truly valuable. As logical as this may sound, it's merely a painful myth. I still struggled. And so, I immersed myself in self-help, personal improvement, and motivational materials. I said affirmations. I thought only positive thoughts. I believed, and I struggled, even with great products and what I believed was a great mindset to go with them. My life only changed when it dawned on me that great was no better than lousy if I had no able, willing, ready buyers to present great to. This is the key realization. Without a sufficient and steady stream of people with whom you can exchange value for money, nothing else about your business matters. Not your most excellent website, not your high visibility location, not your credentials, degrees, certifications, education, etc., not your hardworking nose to the grindstone ethic. Being more talented or skilled than others in your area of expertise has zero value if you cannot harness the principles and power of magnetic attraction in a practical way. Having the very best, most innovative, most beneficial products or services has zero value if you cannot harness the principles and power of magnetic attraction in a practical way. Many harm themselves by denying or decrying this reality. They desperately want to believe that better is better, having better credentials, having gone to a better school, having more and better experience, having more and better integrity, better work ethic, better at paying your dues, etc. Better should be enough. Maybe in an idyllic and just world, that would be so, but not in this world. In this world, you are not automatically rewarded what you deserve or think you deserve. It's not a pure meritocracy. If that were the case, there'd probably be no rich porn stars and no poor pastors and preachers. I have learned and taught that money moves about for its own reasons, and neither need nor deservingness are magnetic to it. It depends on powerful, well-crafted, measurable strategies, a tried and true system. A tried and true system, rooted in common sense and that works across all kinds of media. The strategies that we'll talk about have been applied in 136 different business categories by over 93,417 entrepreneurs in 167 different countries. They deliver. In other words, magnetic marketing is as proven as the law of gravity, which gravity isn't even real. It's buoyancy. I don't know. We want to talk about it. I tell you this because it may require some patience from you for you to really get it and use it, but like gravity, you cannot defy its facts. This switch is critical because you've been set up to fail. If you've managed to survive even a year or two in business, it's obvious that you've gone well beyond the limited framework provided by our educational system when it comes to grasping the core principles of marketing. But even with scant marketing education, business owners may have acquired from school mentors and self-schooling. The fact is that most of them are like the blind leading the blind. Even the highly vaunted MBA accreditations typically fail to deliver serious real-world bottom-line results when put to the test of facing the dog-eat-dog frenzy of the marketplace. I set before you as proof, and it is a law much like gravity, gravity's not even real, it's just a theory. It's not, you know what, the earth is flat, get over it, man. Study, there's no curvature measured anywhere. Anyway, let's focus. You cannot fix it, you can only know it and change your actions to fit into the section you want to. The financial reality is that in every profession, every category of business, every sales team, every population, these figures hold true. 1% create tremendous incomes and wealth, 4% do very well, 15% earn good livings, 60% struggle endlessly, and 20% fail. Like the ones that come on this video and switch off. They're going to fail because they're not even open to free information. By the founder of Helpology. I bring to you the most helpful and simplest way that works and you don't even want it. That's cool. It's not for you. In a nutshell, 80% do poorly, 20% succeed. Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule. Then why then would you want to copy the marketing done by the majority when facts show that it fails them? Why should you follow that same path to frustration and failure? Most ordinary businesses believe that they have to advertise and market like much bigger brand name companies, so they waste lots of money in many different kinds of media to promote image, brand, and presence. You cannot make the mistake of jumping into media because everyone else is using it. Big name brands have all sorts of reasons for the way they advertise and market that have zero to do with getting a customer or making sales. Your agenda is much simpler. In fact, there's a huge difference between how big corporations consider marketing and how you as an entrepreneur and business owner sees it. Big corporation agenda for advertising and marketing. Please appease its board of directors, most of whom know zip about advertising and marketing but have lots of opinions. Please appease its stockholders, look good and appropriate to Wall Street, look good and appropriate to the media, build brand identity, win awards for advertising, sell something. Your agenda, sell something now. I realized a long time ago that big, dumb corporations were using sloppy, wasteful mass advertising practices that had them hemorrhaging money left and right. But that didn't stop entrepreneurs and business owners from modeling what they saw, read, heard every day, wrongly thinking that if it works for them, it's going to work for us too. Here's the no bullshit truth. Typical entrepreneur and business owner is essentially clueless when it comes to advertising and marketing. This makes them highly vulnerable to becoming what I call advertising victims. Easy prey from media salespeople and ad agencies and anyone else who doesn't know how to actually close the deal and make a sale. Think I'm wrong? If you ever manage to corner a business owner, try to get him to tell you with confidence where his customers and sales come from, what it costs to get a customer, what kind of results does one ad get versus another. Try. He can't. He's guessing. And that's what the industry vultures rely on. They know that when their customer, i.e., you, can only guess how well their marketing works, they have a credit card they can ding regularly and without fail. I realized something different had to be done because entrepreneurs and business owners need a saner, more productive path to business growth that makes their business life more pleasant, lucrative, and certain. And it's not about working harder. You've been told over and over again that the answer to all your troubles is to work harder, work smarter, work harder and smarter. Sorry, but none of those will fly or even come close to hitting the mark. It's not about working harder and being smarter about how you do so. I'm willing to wager you've already gone down that road and have done all you can do, and the results just weren't there. You don't need more hard work, not from yourself, your spouse, your staff, nobody. Instead, you need a new strategy. You need a system, one that works for you, 24/7, 365, doing all this for you. A system that generates a predictable flow of new customers, clients, and patients. A system that turns every customer into 2 customers. A system that creates repeatable business. A system that allows you freedom, financial and time. A system focused on marketing. The more productive answer is to develop a system that attracts new customers, clients, or patients to you in an organized way. Why now is the right time for the new system? The system I'm about to reveal to you in this book will radically change your thinking about what you invest your time in, what's truly important when it comes to making money, and the way you communicate your ideas, products, services, and worth to the world. It's a much more sophisticated way of creating power for yourself in a cluttered marketplace. A systematic way to magnetically attract your ideal customers, clients, or patients. A system that gives you reliable and predictable results so you can finally know when you invest X dollars, you can expect Y number of leads, then Z number of appointments or selling opportunities. You want a system that enables you to better target the most appropriate and valuable customers for your business so you're not wasting time, energy, resources, scurrying down rabbit holes, chasing would-be customers who in fact will never be. Most importantly, you need a system you can comprehend and control. It's just too complicated to wing it on your own anymore. Way back then, I managed my own mailings with a printout of the prospect list, a stack of envelopes, and occasional amenable cat to lick the stamps. It worked great for me then, but today's barrage of media options makes such a simple operation not only outdated, but terribly self-limiting. Media choices abound, and multi-channel marketing funnels that best leverage the unique strengths of each is a proper path. You can't succeed with a haphazard approach. You must follow a well-conceived, testable, scalable, practical system, and you've come to the right person to realize to reveal such a system to you. They call me the professor of harsh reality. It's a title I proudly embrace. Reality and life have always been harsh. As Hollywood legend John Wayne once said, life is hard, and it's harder if you're stupid. In 45 years of helping all kinds of entrepreneurs and businesses achieve their dreams, I've realized that business owners aren't actually stupid when it comes to raw cerebral horsepower. The problem lies in the stupid things they do when they've been led to believe are true. That may seem a bit blunt or even a bit uncomfortable. Good. I unapologetically wrote this book to offer the blunt, unvarnished truth about how entrepreneurs and business owners really can create a flood of new customers, clients, and patients while building wealth, independence, and sustainability. There are a lot of numbers bandied about in marketing: response percentages, circulation, pass along effects, visitors, dedicated visitors, likes, friends, fans, and on and on. I'm here to tell you it's all bullshit. It's all about leads that convert to income, period. And the very worst number in business is 1. If you are over-dependent on any one thing in your business, you will, at some point, be punished for this vulnerability. You can bank on that. One key person, one key account, one or client, one product, one service, one skill, one technology, all woefully insecure and unstable. This is particularly true of media. It's about attracting more customers who respect and value what you do so much so that they are willing to pay for it. It's not about just bringing in more quantity. It's about bringing in more of the right people, quality. And the foundational key to making this happen, you must separate yourself from the competition. I want you to understand, whatever your deliverables are, they are not your business. You must make yourself the go-to person, place, or entity for some audience that can be interested in you and your deliverables. And the primary way to accomplish this is by crafting an answer to the question, why should I choose you versus any and every other provider of the same product or service that you provide? Well, for me, as the founder of Helpology, with the Helpology YouTube channel, it's the only one where you get the whole Sefer read for you for free. Not to mention all the other videos I've made for you. Resolved with what legendary and man Rosser Reeves calls a USP, a unique selling proposition. That's what Jay Abraham also teaches. Tremendous turnarounds in business have taken place as the result of a great USPs, unique selling propositions. I'm the only place that's going to teach you the Helpology question. What's the most helpful and simplest way that works? Domino's Pizza was originally driven by a marketing message which everybody came to know. Fresh, hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less guaranteed. If you dissect it, you'll see some interesting things. First of all, it doesn't claim to be all things to all people. There's no mention of Mama's recipe from the old country. No mention of a special sauce. In fact, there's not even a mention of any good pizza. All it says is that it's going to get to you while it's still hot and it's still fresh, and they guarantee to do that. In fact, we're going to take a break here real quick. So, intermission. I'm going to go grab me a slice of pizza. I'm getting some Jets pizza before it's all gone. So, intermission. You can read that if you want. Give me about 3 minutes. Okay, I got the pizza in the oven. That's just going to take about 10 minutes, so we can go back to the reading. Here we go. Okay, now. In fact, there's not even a mention of any good pizza. All it says is that it's going to get to you, it's hot and still fresh, and that they guarantee to do that. What is your unique selling proposition, your USP? This is going to take a little bit of work. Somewhere in your business, there is a good answer. If not, you need to make one. Unfortunately, the first thing one does when we start to talk about unique selling proposition is to jump to the conclusion that there is nothing special about their business. Sometimes, in rare instances, that's true. That's when you have to do some creative thinking about your business to make it into something unique. Here are 3 questions you can ask yourself to help kickstart the process of finding a great or creating your USP. 1, what specifically do you do that's truly different compared to your competitors? For Domino's, it was originally being there in 30 minutes or less. More recently, they've revolutionized the company against badly sagging sales by taking the worst ranked pizza to the best ranked for taste and quality. But that's actually the ante to the already being in the game. 2, how do you uniquely benefit your target market? J.K. Rowling of the Harry Potter books, Satanic Books, and her publishers made each new book's release of exceptional benefit to independent bookstores With a devised plan for big events, books held back to release at midnight, drawing huge numbers of kids and parents into these stores, milling about at a party in costumes, snacking and browsing, and buying other books for an hour or more before the clock struck midnight. The target market, the bookstore owner, was uniquely benefited in reciprocity. Rowling got far more promotional work out of those store owners than hundreds of other authors of other children's fantasy books. 3, can you niche your target market in a way nobody else can or will? Yes, we've done it with Helpology. Study the YouTube channel, what we've done. Every title on every video is the Helpology question. We're actually brainwashing you to think helpologically. You don't even know it. One of my students, a lawyer named Bill Hammond, created Alzheimer's Law, a subset of elder law, essentially wrapping traditional estate planning, Medicare and Medicaid planning, and other family legal matters inside a differently described package positioned for families with a senior showing signs or of having been diagnosed with dementia. This enabled Bill to use the exact lead generation strategies laid out in this system. Take the time to create your own USP. It's one of the greatest marketing weapons you can ever have for your products or your business. Why Marketing Fails, Chapter 2. Over the course of this book, you're going to discover a totally new and different way to market your products and services. In fact, you could consider this an alternative universe of marketing where all the fundamentals you thought were true have been turned on their head. Kind of like that episode in Star Trek where Captain Kirk was a bad guy and Spock sported an eminently logical goatee. It's important that you set aside any preconceptions you might have about changing gears with your marketing, because the fact of the matter is clear and has been for years. Indeed, way back in 2006, long before the explosion of social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and much more, I wrote something that remains as true as today as ever. Most small business advertising and marketing stinks. I stand by this still. Monstrous sums are wasted and opportunities lost. Even amid all the change in technology and practically limitless options available to get your message out, nothing has changed for the better. In fact, if anything, it's gotten worse. Business people are really confused and overwhelmed, told they must do this, that, the other thing, more and more just to get the same results. I'm here to guide you to clarity about a relatively short list of mistakes when understood and addressed can safeguard your sanity from the assault of 1,000 points of media options demanding your attention, time, and money. Mistake number 1, marketing to the wrong people. Most businesses market to the wrong people. When their marketing fails to deliver, they blame it on something else. As in, it's not pretty enough, it's not big enough, we didn't get the messaging right, the billboards stuck in the wrong location, we didn't advertise in the right magazine or on the right cable channel or whatever. I'm not saying that any of these factors aren't a problem. They very well could play a role in any ad's success or lack thereof, but the bigger problem is the simple fact that in most cases, most advertising is not directed at any one person. Instead, it's directed at everyone. The marketing lacks a clear understanding of who they are trying to market to. And here's the rub. Unless you have extremely deep pockets like one of the giant multinational corporations, you can't market to everyone. You have to discriminate. It's not a bad word. In fact, it's your safe passage to focus and prosperity. When you focus on a specific who, you're able to hone in on exactly what makes that person tick. You're able to adjust your offers and your messaging in a way that perfectly matches their desires and abilities to fulfill those desires, knowing that who inside and out enables you to craft compelling emotional messages that reaches deep into their hopes, dreams, fears, and pain. At any given moment in time, only 5% at best are intellectually, emotionally, practically, and financially ready to act on or make a buying decision about your product, service, or profession or proposition. Inevitably, 95% of most advertising falls on deaf ears. This makes it imperative to hit the bullseye with the 5% by narrowing your focus. However, you can and should also scheme to get to those who aren't ready but will be to raise their hand early, and will get to this later in this book. Mistake number 2, saying the wrong things. Not only does your marketing have to talk to the right person, it has to say the right things to that person. When you say something that fails to connect with your target customer, we call that a failed message to market match. Going back to my example of Domino's USP, they understood their initial market perfectly. Ravenously hungry college students, desperate for something, anything to ease the munchies. Their message was fresh, hot pizza in 30 minutes or less. The perfect solution delivered to your doorstep in record time. That is a perfect message to market match. What makes it even more powerful is that they entered the conversation going on inside the customer's head, which in simple terms could be boiled down to hungry, food, now. Had they instead focused on delicious sauce, mama's old country recipe, ingredients sourced from the finest all organics farms, delivered in style by a man in a tuxedo, it would have tanked. Because that's not what the market was looking for, and it certainly didn't match the dialogue taking place in the college kid's mind as he was watching the TV or studying for finals. Another key mistake many make involves the language used in the marketing. When you focus on a specific group of people, you're able to tap into the vocabulary they use every day. Doing so is critical. For example, with musicians and magicians, you would want to promise them more gigs, not more jobs. Golfers have a vernacular all their own as well, with bunkers, buried lies, shanks, and sculled shots, aka also known as worm burners. Just like you wouldn't attempt to communicate with a Frenchman in Mandarin Chinese, you don't want to use outsider language and terminology when communicating a sales message to your prospective customer. To our 1970s pizza-eating college student, now approaching seasoned citizen status, it's not about hearing a little better. That's not worth spending the money on. He can crank up sound system and the Rolling Stones will sound as good as ever. The real problem, which is worth investing in, is not hearing what my kids are saying, them thinking I'm losing my mind because I'm not responding, and them then sending me off to the old folks' home because of what? Or because of that. You only know this when you truly know your who. You need to know more than just your demographics. You need to know their hopes, dreams, fears, and more importantly, the conversations that are going on in their mind, in their heads, the things they will never tell you. Mistake number 3, asking them to do the wrong things. This boils down to asking for the sale too quickly without first narrowing down our universe of potential buyers. We live in an extremely skeptical age. Once respected professions and institutions now have practically zero credibility, including journalists, clergy, education providers, and so many more. And even lower than politicians rank the oily, slimy salesman who's all too eager to shake your hand and pluck your purse. Making a sale, especially for something that's largely intangible as a service, requires asking a person to take a leap of faith. Without first establishing a significant level of trust in your credibility, responsibility, and authority right from the get-go, you face a significant uphill battle enticing anyone to do anything, let alone sign on the dotted line. Therefore, instead of going right for the sale out the gate to get everyone on the planet or the flat earth plane, a more effective marketing strategy is to first narrow down your focus by getting a subset of your potential market to qualify themselves by raising their hand in response to an offer that's much easier to say yes to, a free gift of some sort, possibly a video or a report. This enables you to begin the process of gathering a group of people who have a problem you can solve. It enables you to begin establishing credibility, authority, and trust, turning an unknown potential customer into a self-acknowledged lead with whom you can follow up more intensely and personally. We call this concept lead generation, and we'll discuss it in much greater detail in just a bit. Mistake number 4, thinking you can advertise anywhere and everywhere. Marketing used to be relatively simple when it came to choosing which media platform to use. CBS, NBC, ABC, PBS, local radio, local newspapers, yellow pages, a limited number of high-profile magazines, billboards, and the few other outlying options of varying effectiveness, such as skywriting, smoke signals, and a strange new technology that was called the World Wide Web. As the giant reptiles vanished from our planet, dinosaurs aren't even real and we're on a flat earth plane, so too has disappeared this once simple media menu. Today, you as a marketer face a far more complicated, diverse, and challenging array of options from which to choose. New media channels and technologies seem to appear daily. Whoop, that's my cue for food. Another intermission. Intermission. Okay, here's my Jets pizza. Nice and hot. And we're going to continue in a moment. Bear with me here. I got to eat a little. That's good. Mm-hmm. Today, you as a marketer face a far more complicated, diverse, and challenging array of options from which to choose. New media channels and technologies seem to appear daily. This constantly changing media landscape challenges even the most tech-savvy marketer. Not only do you have to keep up with the latest and greatest, you face disruptions caused by shifting public opinion, government intervention, and even changes to corporate strategy. Google adjusts its search algorithms continuously, potentially rendering an easily found search engine optimized website practically invisible. In regards to pay-per-click, PPC ads, whole businesses were destroyed when the infamous Google slap completely shut down lead generation ads and systems that previously delivered handsome returns. Because of this overwhelming complexity, many business owners simply throw up their hands and hand this task over to a so-called expert or ad salesman and then write the checks based on them saying you have to be on XXXXX. The only way to avoid this mistake is to nail down exactly the who to whom you are selling. Once you know that, it's actually quite simple to choose which media channels to advertise in. You go where they go. If they're on Facebook, you go on Facebook. If they read model railroading, you advertise in model railroading. And note, what you sell inside model railroading doesn't even have to relate in the slightest to trains. It just needs to appeal to the kind of person who reads that magazine. And even though many consider them outdated, the Yellow Pages can still offer huge benefits to marketers if they're targeting an older demographic who relies on their use. You want to only be where your who is, and then you want to be everywhere they are. It's a huge mistake to try to sort out all the different opinions for media without first having a plan for what you intend to use the media for. The worst thing you can do is a series of random, disconnected marketing attempts across various media channels. Instead, you want to create a true system that attracts new customers in an organized way, because it's only with this kind of system that you can achieve reliable, predictable results, so you know when you invest X, you will get Y in return. Mistake number 5, no marketing system. This is probably one of the biggest, most widespread mistakes made, marketing without a system. Without a system, you are flying blind, literally throwing jello against a wall, seeing if any of it sticks, and if by happenstance something does work, you have no way of leveraging that data because anything that you did produce a positive result is now an oozing green puddle on the office floor. Without a system, you're forced to pray for and then rely on one-hit wonders. For example, remember the Macarena, which offer you a brief moment in the sunshine of success, but then vanish like dust in the wind. It worked, but you don't know why. You can't repeat the process, and once it's gone, it's gone. This goes hand in hand with what I call the roller coaster marketing, where when times get tough and customers are scarce, you throw everything plus the kitchen sink into your marketing efforts. If you're lucky and manage to catch a bit of traction, your funnel gets filled up and your business starts the ascent. So you drop everything and get to work because you're now too busy to market. And the inevitable perception is that you don't need to because everything's fat and happy. But this only delays the inevitable, because when you stop marketing, your funnel will eventually dry up. New customers stop coming in, existing clients move on. So you start the descent, howling all the way to the bottom, and you're back to where you started. Roller coaster marketing, January through December. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Having a reliable, scientific, and predictable marketing system is what you must put in place instead. You want a system where marketing works like a faucet that you can turn on and off, depending on the needs of your business and where you want to go with it. At a minimum, you want your marketing system to focus on 3 key areas. Give me a second, I'm eating. Here, you want a bite? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's good. Thank you, Yahuwah. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. 1, lead generation. The ongoing acquisition of leads for your business. 2, conversation, taking those leads and converting them into paying customers. 3, retention referral, keeping that customer base intact and generating new leads based on referrals. Once you have the system set up, you simply put it in motion and let it run. I have clients who have magnetic marketing systems that have been running untouched for 7 to 10 years. You know what? I don't feel like reading anymore, so I'm going to just show you. You can read it yourself. If you're too lazy to read, well, then that's okay. You don't get it. I don't expect you to read this. You don't want to work hard. You don't want to earn a living. You don't want to make money. So don't read it. I don't need your business. I'm already rich. I just do this out of the kindness of my heart and to help people for free because I'm becoming the most helpful person of all time. Once I recorded the Sefer, I was already set up to become the most helpful person of all time. So here you go. I got a little lazy, just don't feel like reading. Kind of tired. I've been doing live streams all day. But the information's here for you. I don't even feel like going through this whole book. Like this even, but I'll do it for you. I might go a little faster. You'll have to pause it. If you're a real entrepreneur and you really want this information, you'll sit down and you'll read this, but don't expect you to. Like I said, I don't need your business. Don't need you to like me, subscribe, anything. Most people just click on and off this video anyways. They're looking for easy money. Doesn't exist. You reap what you sow. Yah will not be mocked. See, I don't need to know this information. I'm already successful. I'm already the founder of Helpology, authored 2 books, gave it to y'all for free, recorded the whole Sefer. I'm just doing this stuff now because I got these books in my closet and I'm about to throw them out. See, I don't even feel like doing this. You know what? I might stop. Why do I commit myself to doing things I don't want to do? I have no idea. It would help if I wanted to learn this information myself, but I really don't. Don't want to know it. Don't need to know it. Already I'm using it all. I'm already a millionaire in the Philippines. Served my country as I'm now a disabled Marine Iraq war vet. I'm retired. 100% disabled. Got a guaranteed income. I'm good. I'm just helping you guys because I love you. Sorry I didn't feel like reading. You know what? I'll be surprised if I actually finish even just scrolling through this book even. Don't feel like doing that even. But I feel I owe it to you because you started watching. You'll have to watch this later and go slower. Pause it. You might have to stop being lazy as fuck and read something. Which you won't, because you are. I'm just teasing you. I love you guys. I'm just not impressed. Not impressed with y'all. Most of you don't want to learn anything. Just want to be entertained. Think everything's fine. You're going to see Yahushua's coming back in 6 years. You're running out of time. If I were you, I'd watch what I'm doing with Helpology YouTube channel and model it, make your own channel like that, sell the Sefer, do something for the kingdom, but you won't because you're too lazy to even do that. I understand. I know you guys. I understand. You were raised in the satanic system. Everything handed to you. Taught that you deserve everything for free. But you don't, and you won't get it. The Bible says that you want, or the Sefer says that you want things. He doesn't give it to you because you want it for your own lusts. Because you're selfish. So he doesn't give you what you want. You get to suffer under Satan's kingdom instead. It's a lot easier than reading it. Boy, I feel sorry for you guys. Got to read this. Who reads anymore, huh? Not many people. Not with YouTube. Pizza stain. Too bad that ad's too hard to read. I'm not going to read it. Sorry. You have to buy a copy of the book if you want that ad. Okay, quick intermission before chapter 8. Just got to get some chewing tobacco in my mouth. Now, this doesn't glorify Yah, but I enjoy it. I like the flavor and I like the feeling it gives me. So hopefully I won't get mouth cancer from it. That would suck. But it's possible. Yeah, please don't let me get mouth cancer. In Yahushua's name. Amen. What's the most helpful and simplest way that works? We ask that, Heavenly Father, we ask that you would we invite Yahushua the Messiah to come live in our hearts, cast out any demons. We ask you to fill us with your set apart breath, your Holy Spirit. Guide us in all truth. In Yahushua's name, amen. And we close with the Helpology question. What's the most helpful and simplest way that works? Father Yahuwah, what's the most helpful and simplest way that works? In Yahushua's name, amen. Hallelujah.